or heard anything like it before. I was amazed that a brother could speak up for Negroes like he did. At the time, I was living in a boys' home and working odd jobs just to survive. Then when I heard Malcom speak, I knew that I wanted to do more than just survive. I wanted to thrive. I felt like he was speaking to my soul, the part of me that given up and died years before. So I ran home, threw what little stuff I had into a sack, and followed him to every rally he gave for the next month. Until one day, I got up enough courage to ask him to join the Nation of Islam. Malcolm welcomed me with open arms. I became his brother in the nation and he, the family I never had.
Victor gives me too much credit, Dr. King. He was the one who decided to make the change to stop believing the lies that he had been told that he would never be anything or do anything. I just gave him a roadmap. So many young brothers and sisters today just need a little help seeing the lighthouse in the storm because they are lost at sea, and we as elders need to help guide them safely back to shore.
When Malcolm told me he was leaving the Nation of Islam and why, I decided to go with him. Some of the brothers thought I left just because I was following Malcolm. No, it was much more than that. I was going where the movement needed to go, where it could change and grow to encompass all people, not just those in the nation. Also, just because I left the Nation of Islam didn't mean I left Allah. I'm still a dedicated Muslim. I'm just fighting for all oppressed Negroes in America. Dr. King, as you already know, the Negro living in the North has a different kind of struggle from the South. They may not be lynching Negroes and hanging them from trees, but the sentiment is still the same. A few years back, a fellow Muslim brother was selling newspapers on the street corner, and a police officer came up and started giving him a hard time. The next thing we knew, the officer hauled him off and punched him in the face. When the brother fell to the ground, the officer started kicking him in the head. A group of us started yelling, "The pig! The pig!" telling him to stop. He got all scared and called for backup. Before we knew what was happening, we were surrounded by police telling us that we were going to jail if we didn't leave the scene. We just watched as they threw him in the back of a paddy wagon, bloody and unconscious. They said he was resisting arrest, like they always do. That was the last time I saw him until Brother Malcolm bravely went to the police station and rescued him. Dr. King, he was almost beaten to death for selling newspapers on the street corner. That's just one of many stories of police brutality happening all over the North. I have to be careful where I go because the same Jim Crow laws apply in the North as they do in the South. But they are just unspoken. White ladies still clutch their purses when they see me on the street just like they do in the South. I can't walk into any store and get waited on until every other white person in the store has been seen to first, even if I was there before them and they came after me just like the South. Sometimes I can be waiting an hour or more before someone decides to acknowledge my presence. It's a myth that Negroes in the North are free to go and do whatever they please in the big cities. I would love to eat at one of those fancy city restaurants sometimes, but they won't feed Negroes. No, they won't come out and say they don't want our kind eating there, but they will say, you need to have a reservation, or the wait is 3 or 4 hours for a table. And I look around and the restaurant is half empty. If they do allow us to eat there, the waiters will stand around debating who's going to serve us.